Bible Study Guide, third quarter of 2026, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Lesson 1, Paul's Ministry in Corinth. Memory text of the week. One night the Lord said to Paul in a vision, "Do not be afraid, but speak and do not be silent, for I am with you, and no one will lay a hand on you to harm you, for there are many in this city who are my people." Acts 18:9-10, NRSV. Sabbath Afternoon, Question 1. What was Paul's real business, and what role did his tent-making play? The great English missionary, William Carey, used to say that he cobbled shoes to pay his expenses, but his real business was winning souls. Paul was exactly the same. He worked as a tent maker for a living, but his real business was winning people to Christ. The secular work was simply a means. The mission was always the purpose. Question 2. What kind of church did Paul minister to in Corinth? And what is striking is that many of those problems are not unlike what our churches face today, almost 2,000 years later. Anyone who has been in Christianity for any length of time or who has been involved in church work could ask the question, have you ever found a Christian group that does not have any problems? The answer, of course, is obvious. Question 3. How did Paul respond to the challenges he faced in Corinth? Paul did not walk away, and he did not water down the message. He faced every challenge in Corinth with the message of the cross, as we read in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 2. And faithfulness to that same message is still the way to face the challenges we have today. The message of 1st and 2nd Corinthians applies directly to our lives as well. Question 4. What did God say to Paul in the vision at Corinth, and what does it teach us? One night, the Lord spoke to Paul in a vision and said, "Do not be afraid, but speak and do not be silent, for I am with you, and no one will lay a hand on you to harm you, for there are many in this city who are my people." That is our memory text from Acts chapter 18, verses 9 and 10. This word of encouragement carries a powerful truth. God does not send his servants into difficult places and then abandon them. He goes ahead of them. He already has people in that city, in that community, in that situation, people whose hearts he has prepared. His presence is both their protection and their assurance of fruitfulness. Question 5. Why is this lesson relevant for us today? Because the problems Paul faced in Corinth are not ancient history. They are the story of every church in every generation. But so is the solution. Faithfulness to the message of the cross, combined with the assurance of God's presence, is still enough. That is the foundation on which this week's lesson is built. And with that, we are ready to begin. May the Lord keep you safe. Amen.